before we left for commercial, we had a question that says, "Why do people create their entire website in Flash when search engines and crawlers can't read it?" And that's perfect because I did want to get into Flash and some of the differences and advantages and disadvantages. So this is a great lead-in question.
Okay, is that me?
Yep.
Well, the main reason you're going to build a site in Flash is because you want what's called a robust experience for the end user, which is your site visitors. There's so many effects you can have in Flash, and as you're talking about advantages versus disadvantages, one of the advantages is all the different capabilities that Flash has. You can have still images, you have animations, you can incorporate sound, you can also play video and have it all contained within your Flash movie. So mainly when people build a site in Flash, they're going for that sort of feel, really immersive, interactive, with sounds and animations and so forth. The issue with the search engines and crawlers and such has actually gotten a lot better recently. There are tricks and workarounds where you can make your Flash movie visible to search engines. The new versions of Flash, I'm going to say it's starting with what's called CS3. There's CS4 is the latest version, but beginning with CS3, there's the capability where you can add metadata to your SWS movie. And metadata is things like that you add to a regular web page, like keywords and description and content that show up on your search engine. So when the search engines go crawling around looking for sites to add to their directories, they'll find the metadata in your SWS, which is your Flash file, and they'll be able to read that. There's also a pretty brand new product, I believe. It's called Flash Search Engine SDK, which is new since Adobe took over Flash. And what that is it's a toolkit that Adobe put together. It's based on the C++ computer programming language, which is something totally different from web programming, so I'm not able to speak fluently about that. But what it does is it makes your Flash movies searchable. And I'm not sure exactly how it works, the exact process or what all is involved, but I've heard and read that it's possible now to make all the content of your Flash movie searchable by search engines.
Interesting. But I will share this in terms of my experience. I have never seen a pure Flash website in the front page of Google.
Yeah.
So even though it's searchable, I would, just from my experiences and my what I've seen, it seems like it would be adversely affected in terms of the search engines results, in terms of how you would rank in the search engines if you were to do your entire site in Flash.
Right, and yeah, you're right. Even with the workarounds and such that we have now, it's going to be a trade-off, and that's up to the web designer and also the client as to how much your search engine optimization you're willing to sacrifice, and how badly you want your site to be to take advantage of all the capabilities that Flash offers with the sound and video and so forth.
Yeah, and we got a comment that lots of businesses do entire Flash designs. So have you, in your experience, what business areas have you noticed tend to do Flash websites?
The ones that I've seen so far that are entirely Flash tend to be the, for example, when I was looking for employment out of college, all of the graphic design firms that I looked at their websites, they tended to be entirely Flash-based sites. Just keep the creative types, people who are really looking to make a visual impression, established firms, for example, who have a reputation already. People don't need to go to a search engine to find them. They just know they exist, so they go to their site and they get this fantastic experience.
Okay. And we do have a comment, and I was going to make this comment as well. So somebody could have a regular site and then link their Flash site to it. So that would give them the best of both worlds. It would give them a site that would do better in the search engines, and then it would give them also the capability of being able to give that look and feel, that high-end look and feel that a Flash design can give you.
Right, and at the extreme end of it, you could have two completely realized sites. Have the HTML site and then the Flash site, both of which have the same content. And for example, for your landing page, you could have a choice for the user: view HTML site, view Flash site. So then, yeah, your HTML site would get indexed by the search engines, and you'd also have your Flash site, which would be more work, but if it's appropriate for the situation, certainly it's a possibility.